Greetings, gentle viewers!
And howdy, howdy!
Here we are in the TOWA secret factory, where we will find TOWA things, and factory things, and secret things. There was a time when we had clever intros.
Now it's not that time.
I fear as though that time may never come again. No, in all seriousness, we are going to find out whether Haiji is on the up and up or not. What is this trump card of his, and for that matter, is this a trap? What we really think of Haiji, well, we're gonna find out, huh?
I do want to point out, a comment he made earlier to Toko is like, I like him young, real young.
Now, we just blew right past that and said, okay, that's nice, buddy. But you put that in the context of the scenes with Monica kissing Nagisa, or of what happened to Kotoko.
Especially if she is a Towa.
Monica, that is.
Yes. And then consider that the last scene we just had was about a big brother complex.
Toko constantly drops big brother complex jokes. Well, maybe we might actually have somebody with a big brother complex. Also, Nagisa said something about that it was Monica's father and brother that made her this way. Now, we don't know that Monica's a Towa. We've just been suspecting it from the very beginning.
Because there's a lot of hints to it.
I mean, it's probably true, but, you know, it's not guaranteed to be true. Anyway, just saying, we might have some stuff to worry about. Haiji's estranged from the family, after all. But maybe we are continuing to be unkind to him and he does not deserve it. Let's find out!
Woohoo!
Speaking of not deserving of your time, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm We Squared.
I'm the Opinionator. Okay, we've got to be in the latter chunk of Chapter 4. Can't be too much more of this game, so that means about 40 more episodes, right?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's skedaddle.
Okay, so that's how the lasers got us.
All right, so we need to run to the left.
So that means you can't hang out at the edge of the wall because we know they'll get you.
Yes, the sound effects are necessary.
Oh, they are. I like how you sound like a monkey. By the way, did you buy that moto mallet that you saw at the store?
I was really tempted to, but no, I didn't.
Okay, buy the moto mallet so we can show everybody what the moto mallet is. It's totally worth it. It is a mallet sold at Walmart that looks like Monokuma.
And then when
I see. That door over there opens when someone steps on the switch.
And when I step off it, it's going to fall down.
Wow, a switch puzzle! What will they think of next?
How innovative.
All right, Four Eyes, step on the switch. Then Kamaru and I can go through.
No, you step on the switch because I can use Toko as an emergency shield if I'm about to get hit.
No, we can't leave Haiji alone by himself. First off, we need him. Second, who knows what sort of evil mischief he might get off to.
But we can't leave Toko by herself for the same reasons.
You know, in Zelda, every single Zelda I've ever played, I have always tried to solve switch puzzles by putting bombs on switches. It never works, but I've always tried to do it.
That would leave me behind.
Then we could get maybe like a cross between iron boots and bombs. Iron bombs. I'm totally not thinking about the right thing, am I?
No. How far do you think you could actually throw an iron bomb? It would just be like plonk right at your feet.
Yeah, that's the point.
Oh, and then I guess you just run through the... Okay, now you're getting to me. We're just moving on.
Damn, here they come. We gotta run for now.
Metal Kuma.
Hey!
Really? We have to run.
I know. We can use a Monokuma to press the switch.
Yes,
Link.
Obviously.
Cool.
Link!
Ta-da! Cool. He is so obedient.
He's a good Monokuma. Who's a good Monokuma?
Just
yes,
standing
you
there.
are. Oh.
Just standing there, minding his own business obediently.
Well, you know, they've got all the visual acuity of, like, a tuna sandwich, so...
Speaking of visual acuity and tuna sandwiches,
We're the Bittersweet Gamers?
Komaru does really like tuna eyeballs. You know they're apparently like the size of a baseball, and you eat them like with a spoon. It's like bar food.
Is this factory making some kind of machine?
Looks like it.
Memoirs of a Factory Employee. The moment I saw that business proposal, time just stopped. I understood immediately. In the end, I was just a frog in a well. But even so, just thinking about being involved in this kind of work makes me shudder with excitement. I want to pour my life into this job, I say ironically.
Thus ruining it for everyone else. Life, that is.
If this gets out to the public, the life of every human on the planet would be more well off.
And anybody who thinks like that is probably wrong.
And we will work tirelessly to make this work. I'm sure some will complain, bringing up safety concerns with the fact that the inner body is extraordinarily resilient, but it won't be a problem. I don't lend an ear to boring naysayers.
Okay, I don't like where this is going.
Oh my.
Maybe we'll have to fight a robot Junko.
Ugh.
The inner body? What are they talking about?
Right?
TOWA Group's scale. It was declared early this month that the largest household electric appliance manufacturing company, Kanto, has been acquired by TOWA Group. This brings the number of subsidiaries owned by TOWA Group up to 8,000.
Jeebus!
TOWA Group, and by extension TOWA City, has been receiving a lot of attention as of late. The biggest company in the world, sniping up every smaller company that it can get its hands on, building a city named after it.
How many companies are left after the world is destroyed, though, you know?
Well, the world isn't really destroyed, but...
I know. 8,000? Jeez, how big a scale are they thinking? You guys better not be planning world domination. World domination. Sounds swell. If we could completely control all the brats in the world and the adults, that'd be nice. So it's just as I thought.
That's not it.
I'm just kidding. TOWA Group isn't some evil corporation straight out of a movie.
Says you.
It's a financial group with a simple policy and reasonable assets. Normal to a T. For TOWA. Aside from all the greed driving me to make this company the largest in the world, of course.
Don't mess with me!
Don't joke with me! A no-good corporation like yours is no match for Togami Corporation!
This is not the time to have this battle, okay?
What?
Huh? Are you from the Togami family?
In the future?
Well, not yet, but I'm planning to become one.
You're kidding me, right?
What the hell is this chick talking about?
It's a long story. Just let it go. Humor her fantasies.
Let's see.
Well, anyway, there's no dangerous ulterior motives behind TOWA Group. Currently. You can trust me. Hold on! Currently?
Yeah, that seems kind of big.
So it used to have dangerous ambitions? Well, we may be nobles now, but that doesn't mean we didn't start at the bottom like everyone else. I'm sure TOWA Group was rather ambitious when they were still a startup. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when your father was chairman, before all this happened. Who knows? I wasn't exactly deeply involved with the business side of TOWA. I have no idea. But it is true that TOWA was working to put the incident in the past.
Amazing!
That's why they made the air purifiers, right? The first
Let's
step
see.
towards world domination.
We also detoxify seawater and replant forests. We're, honestly, pretty good people.
It's far too suspicious.
Good people. The moment you started using monokumas as guards, you stopped being good.
I mean, something like that.
Jeez, get out of my face. I already told you. You gotta trust me on this one. Really, I promise, nothing bad is going to happen. And we should trust you just because you say so?
Toko?
Toko, I know how you feel, but now's really not the time for this.
I know.
But
But Komaru, you can't trust this guy. The moment you let your guard down, he'll touch your butt.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna touch Toko's.
Hey,
On my honor as a TOWA. I promise I'm not into her, specifically. What I'm trying to say is... I'm a lolicon! That's the joke! I'm a lolicon!
Is it really a joke? It came up again.
That is a hardcore Lolita complex, the real deal!
But I mean, the fact that he admits it, it's kind of attractive in a really creepy sort of way.
Komaru, what is wrong with you?
This is the worst.
You are really terrible at picking men!
Hey, you're the one who went after Haiji hardcore first. Huh, so Kyoko does have somebody.
Her grandfather! Because wasn't she raised by her grandfather?
Kiri Hitotain. Fuhito Kirigiri, a wrinkly old demon who's been around like forever. It's got this organ that makes its head and the back of its ears super stinky.
Excuse me?
So be careful when you get close. There's also a rumor that it's one of the founders of that detective library with all the books and stuff. You should read Dangan no Kirigiri to know more.
Okay.
You know, he is a kind-looking man, isn't he?
I think that really makes sense given how Kyoko turned out.
Man. that was a good shot.
Well, it's easy to shoot something when they're standing completely still.
I just think it's hilarious that when somebody is within
I'll make sure they don't touch me this time around.
2 or 3 feet of you, you cannot hit them for the life of you, but you can make those really long-range shots.
It's that arcade machine again. Let's get a move on.
See, because I use move. That's funny.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, man.
Nothing's going to happen unless you open the door with a switch.
So you have knockback and link, so you're gonna have to use knockback on the ball to kill them.
Yeah, so I just use Link to move him over here, move back here, and then knock back to this. This is pretty simple.
Well, what do you need the switch for? Oh, the switch to...
Switch to open the door so I can get a shot at the Monokuma.
Okay, seems good.
Sheesh, don't make it hard on us or anything.
You have no right to complain. I like how this is just the switch Monokuma. Like, that's all Shirokuma was.
He also climbed the pipes. Don't forget that. Die!
Ta-da! Did that not count as success?
Yeah, wait, what? What the?
So why'd he go back to his old position?
Right?
Oh, he saw you.
How did he see me? Oh, I see.
Just hit it. You don't have to aim it. You just have to hit it.
Okay, that's what happened.
Or something.
This is what we've been doing all day, Haiji.
Oh, because he's necessary for the switch, so he came back.
I'm not gonna waste a bullet on him. You are beneath me, Monokuma. Going up. Going down.
Good job, Billy.
Well, it means we don't have to deal with those lasers, I hope.
Oh, of course we will.
What's wrong? Don't you think this is strange? It's just like I thought. This place is fishy.
But we really don't have any choice but to go forward at this point. If we walk into a trap, I'll just have to hack everything to pieces, or you'll hack everything to pieces.
Yeah, we'll have solved whatever it is that's happening from a player in our drama, so really it's fine as long as we survive.
As long as you stay paranoid, if a trap is sprung on us, we'll be fine.
That's true, yeah.
Monokuma's guarding the place. What they're making at this factory?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Hey, what's the deal? The adults are all waiting for us back at base. Let's hurry up and get the trump card. I can finally show them hope.
Toko, what do you think?
We've come this far. There's no choice but to go for it. I'll be the judge of this hope.
I mean, it seems to me that...
How many times
Why
until
did
you
you do
learn?
that? You know you get hit over there.
It seems to me that this factory is making Monokumas.
Right.
Pretty convenient that you don't even have to, like, hit him in the eye to kill him in one hit.
Well, that was one of those supercharged shots I got for hitting a previous one in the eye.
I'll make sure they don't touch me this time around.
That one shots him no matter where I hit him. Oh, God. Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I've seen these parts coming out somewhere before.
You gotta be at the
Is
right
it just
angle.
me?
Toko, at this stage, is it really prudent to be quiet about stuff if you know something?
Characters not talking to each other. The bane of all games. A little narrative-based.
Ha! She calls me unfashionable. You only look good in white socks if your virtue is still white, honey.
Okay, so this started out as like an excursus on the transient nature of life, and then it's just turned into Saki calling everybody loose women.
You know, I'm starting to kind of come around to see your side of the socks, David.
One day, Billy, you too will hate socks. As you should.
Woo, woo, woo. I mean, I don't know why I'm really stressing all that much. It's not like it's a hard fight or something.
The game corner again?
I'm starting to fear that we're just gonna get screwed over again.
Well, I think what you said was right, because I turned him to the right a little bit, so he
Let's
saw
try
me through
using
the
a
ball
normal
Monokuma.
Monokuma.
Yeah, we can't link them. And I guess that's supposed to be water, the blue stuff.
Yeah.
So you
Okay, no, this makes perfect sense.
you link that guy and put him over there.
I move, link him, put him right here, stand on the switch, paralyze,
Yeah,
badoosh.
there we go. There we go. We're just gonna have
see
to
me.
make sure there's no funny respawning because of switch mechanics.
And I'll just turn him this way so he can't see me. And then... BAM!
Yeah, I'd say you figured out the angle pretty well.
Can't sleep, the lasers will get me. A game corner again?
Another game corner here.
These are just sitting here trying to take away our A ranks.
It looks complicated, but if you do it just right, you can wipe out all of them at once.
If you're so confident, why don't you say what to do? Well, I guess she usually does.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna use knockback on something.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak around here. I'm gonna link with him, stand him on here, zap that with move. That should lure both of them. And if they're all looking here, I can sneak up, knock back him, and he should blow them all up.
Hopefully that's how it works, though that seems right. If you cost us our A rank, I'll never forgive you.
Woo! Aha!
Well, as long as he's not chasing you, it's fine.
Okay.
But he's chasing you, so we have to retry. No! My A rank!
I hate your A rank, David.
Ugh. Okay, and then we hit that. Then they all see us,
What the fudge?
so they don't care anymore, so... Okay. Alright. These are starting to get a little egregious. Not the puzzle difficulty. No, that's fine. The thing that's hard is, like, the weird stealth.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them, and I'm just terrified. Don't you understand? You have to get it right, or your A rank will be gone. I'm pretty sure it says all at once, right? Not in one attack. So
Correct.
I'm pretty sure you need to use Link to roll the ball Monokuma into the bomber.
Yes, because when I link him, he does the same pose you do when you dance him, and is thus vulnerable to knockback.
The problem is, if like Rando McGee sees us down there,
everyone scatters and it just screws everything up.
Yeah.
Dang you, Rando McGee. You see nothing, Bomber Monokuma.
Like, the game's puzzles are fine, and they're actually pretty engaging. It's just, it's starting to irritate me, like the stakes of them. Yeah. That's a good idea. Just make sure to face him away. You gotta face him away.
I can't get past the
Back
bomber.
up!
Oh.
Okay, we failed this one too.
Okay, I can't have him facing there or facing me.
Like, why'd that guy leave? Why wasn't he on the switch?
Because he was facing the thing with the Monokuma kid, whereas the last time when we kind of figured it out, he was just staring at the wall. It was the direction I had him facing when I got done linking him. So as long as he's facing the wall and not that, it'll just draw him in.
Well, if you have to fire 42 link bullets, we have 43. Just link everything, you know, if you fire it and you know you're gonna hit, and then you just move to get everybody in the right stupid position for this stupid puzzle where stealth isn't supposed to be an element of the puzzle, but is the only element of the puzzle. Like, if you have to fire the link bullet, you gotta run away before... You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I run over here.
Where you can't be seen.
So I need to stand him kind of like this. So that when I zap that, only the Bomber Monokuma is attracted. When I link him, all I have to do is really just make sure he can't see me. Then knock back. Son of a
Stop
biscuit!
it. Back up, back off, back off, back off. Get out of there or everybody is gonna see you. Now figure out what to do.
I have to link him and not put him close.
Billy, shoot him from behind!
Okay!
There!
Woo!
Sheesh. Ugh. That can go screw itself.
I hate when there's like stealth mechanics without any sort of easily definable stealth indicator, you know?
Billy,
Yeah?
we still have at least one more full floor of this nonsense, if not two. Ugh. The jankiness of this is really getting on my nerves.
What? Red play Roma grass?
You'd better be careful.
A thorough investigation of Genocide Jack. With a mastery of killing that can even be called artistic, Genocide Jack changed the world. The rumors about him that flutter about are innumerous.
Innumerous? Innumerous? They aren't numerous, so there aren't very many of them? Don't they just mean numerous? Or,
Shut up.
Or innumerable?
I think maybe they meant to say innumerable.
Ugh.
Online, they talk about him as if he were a mere urban legend. However, he does really exist. In this book, we address the rumors, study the motives, and created the killer's profile. Genocide Jack is alive.
I wonder if they get anything right about him. Well, in any case, can we not talk about this? We don't need to talk about this right in front of Hygie.
Oh, that's okay, he's not in the cutscene.
That doesn't make sense. Hygie, don't pay attention. Toko, I didn't know you were so famous. They made a book about you. I'm so surprised.
What's going on?
Does it really matter?
Well, thinking of you as a celebrity makes me want to act more formal.
Can't you be more impressed by the fact I'm the ultimate writer instead of the ultimate serial killer?
Nothing.
Being famous for something like this doesn't make me happy at all. I wish I never had the other me.
If it makes you feel better, I'm sure the other you wishes she never had you, too.
Huh?
But why did Genocide Jack get into you in the first place?
That isn't how it works! She's not some evil spirit that possessed me one day!
Huh?
Get into me? What are you talking about?
I mean, identity disorders are like that, right? Like the live spirit of your third grade teacher possessing you one day and turning you into a pervert?
Oh, we're going back to this, are we?
I'll never let it go. Was there some kind of reason for it? Like, maybe your soul switched when you got hit by a truck or something?
Do not mention isekai to me right now! There's no way something that ridiculously sci-fi would ever happen in real life, I say, in a Danganronpa world. It's true that she's inside me, but she didn't come in from the outside. She's more like a personality I created out of suppressed emotions.
Oh, that sounds kind of sci-fi to me. There are robots. But if that's the case, what was the reason you suppressed your emotions? Ever since I've known you, you've seemed like a perfectly normal, well-adjusted, open person who would never suppress anything at all.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, and frankly, that worries me. My mother. It's my mother's fault that she was born inside me. I never thought of them as my real mothers, not even once.
Them? Wait, them as your mothers? Don't you mean your mother and father?
I'm a novelist. I wouldn't misspeak like that. I said them and I meant it. I have 2 mothers.
Oh, did your dad remarry or something?
No.
No, he wasn't married to begin with.
Oh, sounds complicated.
At the hospital where I was born, a baby born the same time as me died from a medical accident. That's not so uncommon. However, through some mix-up, the hospital wasn't able to determine which mother's baby had died.
What?
And that's why I have 2 mothers. You get it now?
What the heck?
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's a giant screw-up on the part of the hospital, but... Well, so it was like, well, we don't know which one is which, so it's both of you. This is very messed up.
Yeah.
Wait, though, wouldn't they be able to find out which child was which with a... Well, I was going to say blood test, but what about DNA?
But...
Both mothers declined the exam.
Because neither of them wanted to find out that it was not their child. Shouldn't this actually not be in an optional scene? Isn't this a little too important to hide away with a collectible?
I agree. You know what? I fully agree with that. A loving mother wouldn't want to face the possibility that the baby who died was theirs.
Right, like I said.
But both of them wanted their child to die.
What?
They also discovered that both women had slept with the same man.
What the heck?
Of course, that would be my father. I mean, who could have thought an ugly, impure woman like me would have a player for a father? Why am I getting aroused by this?
I don't know, Billy. You tell me.
Don't mess with me!
That was a prime opportunity. You were supposed to object to the ugly and impure part. Some friend you are. You making that face is just making me feel worse.
Sorry.
I just can't even imagine something that weird, and I read a lot of manga.
Anyways...
Because of all that, my daily life was full of stress.
Both parents fighting over who the child belonged to.
For a while, I turned my negative feelings into novels, but it got harder and harder. To release the feelings that I couldn't bury with my novels, Genocide Jack was born.
Wow, that is a really messed up story.
Well...
Well, I'm sure my extraordinary birth helps a lot with writing extraordinary novels. But thinking back on it all now, I don't think it was that big of a deal.
Huh. Toko...
Oh, don't you dare get weirded out by my story and try to change the subject now. You asked for this. You're the one who asked, so you're gonna wallow in these bad memories with me, damn it.
No.
No, it's not like that. How should I say it? Reality is stranger than fiction?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like you, Toko.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry, that came out a little wrong. I mean, like my friend.
But...
I like you as a friend, Toko. So, what did you want to say?
Forget it. was going to keep going on about my misfortunes, but I seem to have forgotten.
Meanwhile, Haiji is like, whoa, that was effed up. I wonder what Toko meant when she said they each wanted their child to die.
Yeah, really got me curious. Like you said, it's ridiculous that that was an optional scene. This looks way too straightforward.
What's the catch? Ah. So,
What the?
So the Death Star there is our elevator, but we have to turn off the lasers, which means we probably have to go to that room that we saw on the map.
Yeah. Yep, as I suspected.
Yeah, to the surprise of no one. Product development document. The following series will be developed into 5 types, including the prototype. The prototype. Currently planning on investing each into general office work, goods work, bodyguard work, rescue work, and cleaning work. As the series becomes more popular and recognizable, we will expand into other horizons.
Are they talking about the Monokumas?
Yeah, the prototype was either the one from the first game, or possibly even... Well, I guess it wouldn't have been Shirokuma.
Right.
Right, obviously we can't get through that.
What should we do? We can't move the elevator like this.
Don't worry. If you input the password in the management room, the lasers will shut off.
Right.
Don't worry, Damon.
The management room is at the back of the conveyor. We should go there first.
Don't worry, Damon. The game is here to tell us where to go, so we don't have to think for ourselves.
Just a bit more. If we can get to that elevator, we can get to the deepest area.
I don't know, after complaining about jankiness and puzzles, can you actually say that with a straight face?
I can say a lot of things with a straight face. It's called acting.
Once we're there, the trump card is ours.
Jeez, this sucks. I'm starting to wish I just left.
It's just like I thought. I have seen these things before.
Why is something like this being made at a TOWA facility?
You haven't figured it out yet?
Really, guys?
Or at least that's what it was that was being made? What about all these books you've been reading? Isn't it obvious how shady these people are?
Envious body. It should be more health if the name is any indication. Kind of want to run and get that collectible. Should I just trigger the alert, grab the thing, and then shoot the siren Monokuma?
Yes, perhaps it will not succeed, but what's the big deal?
Yeah.
They found us!
So, Komaru really does have a hit list card.
Well, that makes sense.
Slowpoke Maru. A typical mass-produced demon that isn't unique in any way other than that it's below average in a lot of stuff. It's a perfect demon to try new items on, and is totally useless, could never be a threat, and won't even be a fun game. Arg, 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 all of my robots have been destroyed, our plans are ruined. Great card.
Break the siren Monokuma! Up there!
Yes, thank you. I understand how it works.
Darn
Touché.
it.
Die! Sheesh.
Well, that was embarrassing.
You can edit that out, right? So what's going to prevent us from just entering in the password?
It has to do with some biometric scan of a TOWA, and
body?
there's a bomb involved.
Just like I thought.
What? You expected this? Explain!
This guy wasn't killed by a kid. He was killed by a guard Monokuma that went haywire.
I could ask you what the...
Difference is?
I was trying to think of a good adjective for that, but yes.
But this is a problem. He's the only one who knows the password to turn off the lasers.
Then what are we gonna do?
Wait for a challenge? Oh, well, actually, they're not down here.
Yeah.
You gotta find that password somehow.
All the Kumas here are not, like, painted and such.
Yeah.
Even though the ones being manufactured
I'm
are.
sure there's a clue or something in here. We can't just give up. Well, come on, don't start complaining. Let's just do this.
Did you see the happy birthday photo with blood smeared all over it?
If we input the laptop's password, the lasers should turn off. Check this place from top to bottom. Then we'll find it for sure.
But make sure to save first.
Yeah, I was going to get right on that after I did this. I somehow suspect we're going to need detect.
I bet not.
You bet correct. 69, blood splatter, 8 blood splatter.
Use detect. I was trying to see if that would give us like a zoom or something, but it doesn't really.
Not really. We got astrological signs up here.
Right. I mean, alternately, that 6-9 is Cancer.
Ah! Yeah, I think you're onto something.
And
so...
that may not be an 8.
Well, but interacting! Oh, okay, I have to interact with this.
4 letters, and that's it. Or 4 characters, rather.
Yeah.
Hey.
We put the password in here to stop the lasers. But there's no way we could possibly know what it is. We've got to look for a hint. There's no other way. After getting a good look around, let me know. Maybe I could think of something and solve this for you.
If you fail enough, that is.
What's going on?
I don't really expect a punk like you to come up with the bright idea, but thanks anyway. All right?
So cruel.
This is far too cruel.
This is the worst.
The fact that I'm starting to get used to this kind of thing disgusts me.
Huh?
Oh, what's this? It is a clue! The 3rd Saturday is my son's birthday this year. Can't wait to spend time together. I can see my son, blah, blah, blah. 3rd Saturday this year. Okay, it is an 8.
So cruel.
Now, the 6-9 is obviously a Cancer. That's July, because I'm a Cancer. So the 3rd Saturday in some July or some such, and there's an 8?
Maybe the 8th of July? July 07.
The password is my son's birthday.
What's going on?
Wow, actually writing down a password like this? How technologically impaired are you?
Well, nobody can hack a piece of paper in your room. And if somebody broke into your house or your office to carry off your secret stuff, and they find a clue to your password or even your password written on a piece of paper, like, they were already probably going to get it if they were that devoted. So it's like, what are you really losing?
Should I use this to log into some shady mail order website?
To buy what?
Huh?
Toko, why do you know about shady mail order websites?
Don't mess with me!
Shut up! That's not important right now! Furthermore, why do you?
Okay, right, son's birthday. The thing is the 3rd Saturday cannot be 8. But also I think either late June or early August might still be Cancer. Huh. We searched through everything that looked interesting, right?
You're right.
We should be able to guess the son's birthday from all the information we've got.
His birthday is the 3rd Saturday with the numbers 6, 9, and 8 on the photo.
Well, then it's either
calendar. Oh, that's not enough info at all.
You're kidding me, right?
Hey, don't give up now. I can't think of anything yet, but talk to me later.
After we've failed, in other words.
I might think of something.
Okay, June 21st to July 22nd. So if it's the 3rd Saturday of a month and it's Cancer, then it very well could be June. But
Wouldn't it kind of have to be? There's not enough. If it's the 3rd...
well, it depends on when the dates. Like, when the dates align. We don't have a calendar, after all.
Okay, so the 3rd Saturday, at a minimum, would have to be the 21st. No,
It depends on the date when the month starts. Not the date, but the day of the week that the month starts.
Yeah.
And we're not given a year, and we don't have a calendar. It can't be the 28th.
Why not? If it was the 28th of June, it would fall within the time frame, right?
Well, in a given 31-day period, there's probably going to be 4 weeks.
That's true.
So if it's the 28th, that's not the 3rd Saturday, that'd be like the 4th Saturday.
Good point. Well, we know that can't mean August because of the Cancer sign.
Right.
So it's either something 18, it's not 08 for the same reason. So it's either 18 or 28. It's either like 06, 18, 06, 28, 07.
Well, it's not 7/28. I guess it would have to be 0618, wouldn't it?
But...
if the first...
But if it's 06, 18, isn't that before the Cancer time frame? Didn't you say it was like June 21st?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. 0718.
0718.
Well, like, hold on, right? I'm just running through everything. If it starts on a Saturday somehow, then the 8th is the second Saturday, the 15th is the third Saturday, and the 22nd, well, then there would be 5 Saturdays. But that's saying if it started on a Saturday.
Yeah.
What if it started on a Monday? So 7-1 would be a Monday.
Okay.
So then...
That makes 7-6 the first Saturday.
Right, because 7-1 is Monday, 7-2 is Tuesday, 7-3 is Wednesday, 7-4 is Thursday, 7-5 is Friday, so 7-6, and 7-13 would be the second, and then 7-20 would be the third.
28 doesn't work, so it has to be 18, and it can't be 6-18, it has to be 7-18, by process of elimination, to fall within the Cancer time frame.
Yeah, I guess you're right. The only way it could possibly be is if it was 07-18, because it can't be 28, because at that point you're not a Cancer.
Yes, and at that point, in June, you're past the third Saturday.
Right, so it has to be 0718. There isn't anything else it can be, assuming that we're not idiots.
Well, let's find out. So, 0, 7, 1, 8.
Bam! However, didn't that require quite a lot of outside information? I mean, I did have to look up the dates.
Yes.
I
Now we can get to the deepest
suppose
part.
so.
I guess
Knew I could trust you guys.
I guess Haiji would offer you something. Well, maybe that'll make up for one of those retries we did.
Look, there's no Monokuma kid to rub in the face of,
You
but...
sure talk big. You couldn't even look us in the eye a while ago.
No.
Huh. Logic. Sometimes it works.
I knew I could count on you two.
Thanks, Haiji.
Oh, so now you like us.
Just a bit more. A bit more. The hope's almost in our hands.
What is this hope? And I don't like the giant tumbler of Monokumas. All right, that's all of those.
Good lord.
And remember, we're cutting out all the junk so you don't have to see it. We have to do it.
Onto the final floor? With no lasers, but probably a boss fight. Most definitely a boss fight.
What the?
Oh, don't you remember, Damon? In Danganronpa 2, the Monokumas were being made by putting in coconut trees.
Oh, you didn't see that before? Memoirs of Nagisa Shingetsu. I know I should stop thinking about it, but it crosses my mind when I least expect it. Are we, the warriors of hope, truly in the right? I tell myself that we are right and just every time, but sometimes I fail to convince myself. Do I not really want this? When was the last time I truly felt guilt or remorse? Well, not that long ago, really. He is, in fact, questioning it. And like I'd said, it's sort of from the perspective of like being fed an ideology at its lowest point, but being smart enough to actually think it through later on. And obviously, we were treated horribly, the worst of the worst. But even so, I feel that I am in debt to my parents for raising me. I hate it, but I can't stop feeling that. No matter how they treated me, I still owe them affection and respect. It's a heavy feeling in my chest. Something I can never tell Masaru, Jotaro, Kotoko, or even Monica.
Yeah, definitely don't tell Monica that.
Like I had said before, it really seems to me that although he resented, rightly so, the expectations that were placed upon him, they are the source of his strength.
Yeah.
They made his identity. And so,
They're what made him as competent as he is.
yes, those expectations.
And if he actually rejected them, he'd be a completely different person. He'd be more like Masaru. Like, not thinking and being like, play!
He obviously had the level of aptitude to get something out of all the studying he was forced to do, which he rightfully thinks was terrible. He also probably enjoyed doing studying in general enough, or he would not have been able to get anything out of what he was forced to do,
Yeah.
which again is rightly terrible.
We're not justifying his parents in any way, shape, or form.
No, they were terrible, but he was sort of suited to what they had him do, which doesn't mean it was okay to do it.
Right, we cannot stress that enough.
But my point is, he got his own identity and all the things in his life that bring him confidence from that. Even though it's terrible, even though he had untold suffering, he nonetheless
Turned his tragedy into a strength.
that untold suffering made him who he was. He can't be someone else. And when it comes to like that core part of that of his identity, it's not like he rejects that either.
Yeah.
That's why it is complicated, and that's why he's having these complicated feelings, and that's why he's different from the other kids.
Yeah.
I need to stop thinking about things like this. We have a revolution to think about now. A paradise to build. For us and for all the children of this town. I need to save Monica. It's her I need to think about. She is much more precious to me than my own life.
Unfortunately.
Again, I keep pointing out that Nagisa has an attachment to the other Warriors of Hope that isn't shared, or at the very least isn't as deeply felt.
And isn't as displayed.
But he keeps doing it, even in the memoir. We have this. I kind of wasn't expecting him to actually be the most interesting character of them, but I suppose he's the one that has the capacity for it.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to a regular kid acting like a regular kid, but a regular kid acting like a regular kid isn't Nagisa.
Right.
Yeah, so, really?
What the?
Having said that, thank you very much, Mastermind Monokuma, for making sure we don't miss anything. We're quite thorough, but give me a break. Would not have found that.
This is ridiculous.
You can see, that looks like a door. I bet I should walk through it or something, but nothing else in this game has worked like that.
Yeah.
So,
This game hasn't taught us to think in that way, you know?
see if I can get... No, I can't get them to walk at it. And it's not like it looks any different. Okay, cool. Let's see what's back there. This is clearly something that has to do with like a developer. Hey, look at that calendar. Okay, it's January. Just wondering. Memories of Toro. I came to Towa City with Kuromu. Apparently, Towa City is a technologically advanced city with lots of machines. Kuro took Toro along, saying that if I go to Towa City, I can be a real boy, city boy. But it turns out the town is dealing with some kind of violence from children. White and black bear robots are running all over the place. It's so bad it makes me think, geez, Toro and Kuro are also white and black, but there's no way we do something like that. If I stayed on the conveyor belt, would it just take me all the way to Toro's house? I just want to go home. Why am I in this game?
Why indeed?
And we'll never know. I hope there's no more wall walking through of... I wonder what the story behind that is. It could just be the developers referencing their own cats.
Maybe. I don't recognize them at all.
Some type of merchandise or merchandise crossover. Who knows? Well, this is obviously the boss room. We do not have time for this in this episode. At all. We had to play through all of this! It takes longer to make these than you think sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the next episode is going to be the boss fight and all the cutscenes after it.
Which is not going through a giant gameplay segment! Okay, no, we're not really complaining, but we are stopping the episode. I mean, you can't stop us. We've already done it.
Damn it, you've already made that joke.
Truth is truth.